Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to a brand new game for the channel. It's a game that's currently in alpha, available on Steam for £9.99, or the equivalent in dollars, probably like 17 bucks. I use bucks, I'm American. Another brick in the mall. This is a micromanagement simulation tycoon builder game. So if you liked my series on Prison Architect, which wasn't overly exciting, then you're really going to like this game. Don't worry, we're going to get started very shortly here. I'm not going to start with a tutorial because I've played a small amount and I kind of know what I'm doing. It just teaches you the stuff of like how to set up shops and stuff like that. All I will say is I have seen quite a fair bit of content on this game on YouTube, but everyone always tries to make it so it's like the most efficient store possible. Making as much money as possible. I don't want to do that. I want to make, quote unquote, the most realistic store. I want to make it look like a mall rather than just one big store that sells everything and gets lots of money. Okay, so we're going to give that a go. We're actually going to say we're going to start with $50,000 instead of $200,000 just to make it a little bit more difficult at the beginning. You can start with all the research unlocked, however, there's no point. You may as well just have it on normal anyway. I'm just going to do it like that because it kind of restricts us at the beginning, which is good. You'll see what I mean. And the difference between normal builders and fast builders is normal builders build one item at a time, while fast builders building a 2x2 square. Again, I'm going to keep it as normal at the beginning. And right, here we go. So we will see that we have a funky little builder here who has all its random stats. I'll leave that up there for you to see. And a little shack here. A little bit of parking and a little bit of road. Now, are you ready to see the size of the world? Okay. So, I don't know why, but sometimes it does that. I think on a new save, you can't quite see the full size of the world. So I'm going to reboot the save and see if that fixes things. Okay, there we go, guys. So, are you ready to see the size of the world? This now works because I just zoomed out and it did it. We have a lot of space to build in. You have to unlock these extra road accesses later on in the game, and it gives you some more options too, which is kind of cool. But for now, we have the ability to build a mall. So, you know, a couple minutes in, let's get cracking. So I kind of have something in mind of what I want to do. But for now, we're going to start off by building. So all of our objects we can build are in this menu here. We have the drop down, and we want to start building some roads. So I want to start by building quite a lengthy road down here. Remember, we've only got $50,000 to begin with, so we don't want to go too crazy. So as you can see, our builder here will start building each little individual tile, and once she fills in one entire road sections, we can use our number keys to speed up time here. You will see the bit of road pop in, and then we can add parking to it and stuff like that. For now, we're fine going at this speed because honestly it's just fine for how I want to do things. I want to add in a little bit of parking here, ready for our store to open, and also a loading zone. Loading zone will be important because that's where our delivery lorries will come and park up and unload all their stuff. Okay, so as well as roads, we're going to need to build some foundations. This will be, well, the foundations of our shop. As you can see, the roads themselves, even though they're only 4x4, they do extend a little bit past that. That's just the sidewalk. You can build on a sidewalk if you want. I think the customers ignore it anyway, but I kind of like how it looks. And I kind of like having a little bit of border of green as well. Again, I'm going for something that's sort of semi-realistic rather than overly efficient. Let's think, if the road's there, sidewalk's there, then I want green there, so then I want to build my foundation there. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to build something that's 18 by 10, and I'm also going to put a little area off the side there. That's going to be where we store our stock. Okay, let's speed up some time and get this in here. Speed it up super quick. Okay, so we've got another builder coming. We'll get into staff management in a little bit, but basically this guy came in early, the other guy went home. This game also, because it's such early alpha, doesn't have any in-game music yet. He's starting to build our store, that's fantastic. The sound effects are very minimal, so the music I've added myself, just some royalty-free stuff, just to keep it a little bit more interesting. Okay, swap shifts, good, and get this building done. Let's build in a wall here as well, because we're going to want to separate our stock area from our shop area. And if we scroll down here to objects, we have all the objects. As you can see, most of them here we have locked. Wait, what? Have I already... What? Okay, it is locked. That's really bizarre. Wait, can I place stuff which I've... Huh. For some reason... Oh, wait, no, okay, so I can't... Okay, never mind. So it looks like the food court tables and stuff you can already place anyway. I thought that was exclusive to the restaurant section, but I was wrong. So, we are going to want a double door in here. Let's see, whereabouts should we have that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Like there, maybe? So let's see if I've got the counter there and a queue there. Yeah, so I think that's where I want my door. This will eventually be extended all the way down here, but not just yet. I probably should have left some more space for some customer parking as well, but I kind of... Ooh, yeah, I kind of missed out on that. Doesn't matter. And we also want a staff door there and a staff door there. So staff doors, obviously, doors which only staff can use. Kind of didn't put the loading zone there in the best place. So, I'm going to get some checkout counters here, and in fact we're going to start with 2. I'm going to put them up against this wall here. You can see the blue area is where the queue will go, so we want to put them sort of around in that configuration, so our cashiers will sit on there and the queue will go through, and it will be all hunky-dory. As for now, we don't have a lot of options available to what we can sell. We can place in some food shelves. As you can see, we've got all the like sodas and breakfast cereals and stuff like that. On the non-food shelves, so just regular shelves, we can add in diapers and toilet paper and toys and stuff like that. And then we have the fridges, which eventually we'll be able to put frozen stuff in there, but for now they don't really serve a lot of good. And with the tables, they are for fresh food items. Again, right now we only have bread available to us, not so good. Each product has like a different markup and profit availability to it, so we'll get to that eventually. But for now we need to say what we're going to be building. As you can see down here, we have our notifications. Research project complete, research basics. So you have to research basics in order to unlock the rest of the research. You can see some of them are still grayed out, such as frozen food supplier. You need to get cold chain before that is unlocked. So we will actually go ahead and get cold chain first. Okay, so now here comes the micromanagement, well, not even the micromanagement bit, the management bit. We need to assign this here as our store, so we'll go to assign, click on store, and select that. Boom, store number 1. Tell you in the bottom right what we need in order for this to be a functioning store. We also need to set this as a storage lot. Okay, so now in the manage tab, we can select our store, and first of all, give it a name. We are going to call this, I thought long and hard about this, and after much deliberation, Bound Mart. Okay, Bound Mart. This is going to be our get up and go Bound Mart stock. It's simple enough. This is going to be our get up and go thing to get us the money to begin with. Okay, so in the Bound Mart tab, we need to assign the Bound Mart stock as our storage lot, and that's one less thing left to do. We need product shelves, cashiers, and stock clerks. So to begin with, we can change our opening hours and our closing hours, but for now I'm going to keep it as it is while I get things sorted out. We'll keep time going here so that we can build stuff. Food shelf, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 available to us there. Shelves are differences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. 13 and 9. Then 1 of those. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put shelves along the back here. Now, the observant among you will be thinking, well, hang on, his queue goes up there, he's blocking off one space of his queue. Yeah, that's by design. That's kind of how I want my shop to go. This whole section here is going to be completely modular. The idea is when we get enough money is we'll expand down here the same shop, so we won't be opening up a new shop just yet, and we can build another one of these blocks in that section there. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so the rest of it... Ooh, hang on. So I may have messed up a little bit there, because what I wanted to do is have a bit of a gap. I can't remember where I wanted the gap. I know I wanted one at the end, and potentially... I think there. Let's just get rid of those, because I may have messed up. Money is tight at the beginning, so we do not want to be messing up too much. Let's pause it, because money isn't taken out until they build the item, which is fantastic. I know that I want like 2 there, and then is it just like that? Like 2 there and 2 there. I think it is actually. Yeah, I think that's how I want it to go. So we're going to need 3 tables. I want to have tables because tables is where we're going to sell the fresh fruits and vegetables and bread. And you walk into a supermarket, that's literally like the first thing you see. So that's what I want there. And then let's have food shelves along the rest, because how many do we have? 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Never mind. So this is going to be a nice quaint little stock to get us started, and we'll pick stock shortly. Did I never put the door in? I don't think I ever put the door in. Okay. Oh, there is a door there. How bizarre. So he's added in our stuff. Now we need to set what we want to sell on each of these shelves and tables. So to do that, we right click on it, we say set product for table and go fresh bread. For now we can't put fruit and vegetables on here, but I will be. Right, for the rest of it, we don't have to do like stick to any set thing, but I do kind of want to keep things that make sense. So you've got sort of like your breakfast cereal, your breads, and your coffees and teas all down there. We want to keep, let's say, candies, snacks, and cookies, because everyone needs cookies. And then in this last food shelf, we will add canned food. Okay, and then on these shelves, we will add in. Have we got anything with just a set of 2? Not really. We'll say toys. And right next to the toys, I was going to say we'll have car tools, but no, we'll have diapers. So toys and diapers kind of makes sense. Okay, and then let's say like toilet paper, pads and tampons. You always find like the cosmetic stuff right at the end of a supermarket anyway. Bed sheets, cookware. Do I want any of these? No? Okay. Dishes. Actually, we may have fully stocked this section. Car tools. Wait, no, did I want car tools? I want light bulbs and electricity, and then on this one I want car tools. Okay, let's get things into motion now, because we've got to go past the night in order to get our stock or our shop up and running. So the last thing we need is to hire some staff. We need a cashier, at least one, and at least one stock clerk. So if we go to the staff tab here and hire a cashier, really what we're looking for is someone with really high sociability, because it says here determines the ability for cashiers to cheer up customers at a checkout and the customer's response to it, e.g. if either's sociability is close to 0, the cheering up will be null. So yeah, basically the higher the sociability, the more each other will cheer up each other, if that makes sense. You may think, okay, I want to go for this guy because he's got the higher cashier stat, but this naturally raises as they progress as a cashier. So you can have someone as the lowest cashier stat and that'll go up over time as they work as a cashier anyway. Really what you're looking at is this section here. So I'm going to get 2 cashiers because I've got 2 till points. Okay, neither of these are any good for cashiers, so what I'm actually going to do is hire one as a stock clerk, because they all stay the same until you hire them, I'm pretty sure. So I think I want to actually go for this one here, because she's got high speed, so it just means she walks around quicker. And yeah, speed also helps checkout time. Okay, so yeah, let's go for this one, because she's more experienced as a stock clerk. And then fingers crossed, cashier. Yeah, here we go. High speed and sociability. Let's go. So we now have our stock is going to arrive. Whoops, it's going to be fantastic. And hopefully at just before, what time is it set to open? Like 9 o'clock? Yeah, 9 o'clock. Just before, I keep doing that. Just before 9 o'clock, our staff will arrive. Whoopsie, one thing we haven't yet done, and something I definitely need to do, is expand our roadwork a bit, because we need more customer parking. I also need a garbage pickup zone. Okay, man, get to work. So yeah, this is where having the fast builders would be handier, because they would do a 2x2 section at a time. It's a lot quicker. I kind of toyed with the idea of doing it for the playthrough, just to keep things going quickly, but I just think I want to keep it as close to the challenging side as possible. So our staff are now in. It's going to hit 9 o'clock, and let's see all of our new customers come in and start purchasing stuff at Bound Mart. Okay, so customers will have different traits. You see that guy? He is, oh, okay, former cook. Sometimes they'll come across stuff which they absolutely have to buy. So this guy right here, he is a tech addict. Can't resist laptops, smartphones, and tablets. Once you sell those things, if they are an impulse buyer like that guy, if as soon as he passes it, he will forget what he came in for and he will buy a smartphone, tablet, or a laptop. This is why people have kind of annoyed me with this game, because they've really sort of like exploited that to get more money. They will have like the first thing you see when you walk into a shop as the most highest markup option available, and like it just kind of seems to take away the fun, because it doesn't look like a supermarket or a mall would look. Okay, so to begin with, we are not going to be making much profit. We're not going to sell enough stuff in order to turn a profit. So that's where these objectives come in handy, because as you can see, I've probably got a 10 grand cash bonus. Actually, I've got a few here for turning profit and selling different types of products, etc., and opening the business. So you have objectives here in order to try and get some more money to begin with, but after a while you do start earning quite a bit of money. So let's see if we can speed up time a bit to get through this first day and see how profitable we actually became. Obviously, the more car parking spaces you have, the more spaces you have to obviously park customers. Actually, I want a garbage pickup like there, staff only parking like there for now, then customer parking on the other side. So our first day is up. We actually didn't do too badly. We only lost less than $100, which honestly for the first day, not bad at all. We're getting close to finishing cold chain. Basically that's just hours. You just need to spend 96 hours researching that, and then you get it. So that's why I said researching this game is kind of pointless, but hey, there we go. Our first day as a successful mall owner is over. We only lost $100, but considering we spent the day building up our shop, it's going to be fantastic. News will spread of our emerging empire. I don't know what to call our mall, but we will. To begin with, we are going to just be building small little shops like this, but my idea is to have eventually a big mall here, and the only way I can describe what I want to do is like a fat rainbow shape with a lollipop stick, or on a lollipop stick. That's what I want to try and do. I want to try and build that sort of shape and have all the shops spread out around. I basically want it to be like a mall with a food court and everything like that. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. It does help me out and keeps me motivated to bring you more, and it really gauges whether you guys are actually enjoying this or not. So once again, thanks very much for watching. Join me next time when we are going to hopefully we'll expand on more of the micromanagement side, and maybe even double up the size of our Bound Mart here. So thanks once again for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.